There we go. Hello, everybody. I am your host, Wolf, and welcome back to Persona 3 or Persona 4 Golden. Sorry, I almost said Persona 3. We're going to get to a extended story part of this game. So apparently, I have the thing right here where it tells me to make the right dialogue choices. So apparently, we have to do. Wait a second here.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
We're missing something.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Namatami's true feelings.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV! What didn't you understand?
Something's bothering me.
Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling?
We're missing something.
Missing? Like what exactly? Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
Calm the hell down.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
I'm perfectly calm.
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
Everyone took a deep breath. It seems that everyone has finally regained their composure.
You're right. We should calm down and think rationally about this. I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective. There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago. I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But, yeah, the guy's not saying anything. Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things. Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them, though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything. Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man? Then again, that's why you're our leader. All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we? Right, together.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
The case is taking a sharp turn and the investigation is now one step closer to the truth. It seems that you will go on with your friends to solve another mystery. A max rank for the investigation team. Loki, the ultimate form of the Fool of Honor. By the way, it was, I decided to play this game again, right after the right after the first playthrough. So this is the second playthrough. Plus, we're creating personas of the Judgment Arcana. Okay, that actually... Okay.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
Oh, crap!
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san. If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation. And their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest. Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room. So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right? So he killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano, although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Huh? What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
Run like the wind!
Where am I? Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise.
Why you're not realizing where you are?
I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys! Sensei! What should I do?
So how did he get there is the question.
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Huh? What did you just say?
Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan.
Oh my god!
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Come on! Stop crying, you two!
Aren't they actually forgetting something? Teddy?
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Nanako is fighting hard to survive. You must wait and believe that she will recover.
Oh, there you are. I forgot to tell you. Don't pull that again, okay? You can't just meet with the suspect like that. Anyway, I came to give you an update on Dojima-san. His wounds opened up a little, but he's treated now and he's fast asleep. He'll be all right, don't worry. Knowing him, by this time tomorrow, he'll be on his feet and yelling at people again. Don't tell him I said that. Anyway, I heard Nanako-chan's on the road to recovery again. You guys were being so dramatic that I got really worried. But this is good news. She'll be well again in no time. By the way, you're all alone at the house now, right? Well, enjoy your freedom while you can. Dojima-san and Nanako-chan will be back soon after all.
Sensed Adachi's concern for you.
Well, I better head back. You go home too, before it gets too late. See ya.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
Really? He heard that and then all those Z's are just there?
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
It's snowing.
Oh, it's snow.
Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, all right?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
Back in Namatame's room, was it really right to stop everyone from what they were about to do? For now, you have no way of knowing. You remember that your cell phone has been off this entire time since you were at the hospital. Okay, what about it? There seem to be no messages. You should go home before you catch a cold. Right. Yay, it's done. Skip. Nah, I can't use it. Poopy. Alright. Well, we can save here, so let's do that. I can go up to the room. Then there's what happened in Namatama's hospital ward. Snow that's started to fall and fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? You feel very tired, Sherry, and get some rest for today. Rest. It's them. This.
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery? Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
I'm going to think about my life and set my own path.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on. We've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
What the? I see that. I saw that. It seems that the car has stopped moving. I saw shadows outside the window.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
You could hear something in the distance. Is that a doorbell? In the car? What just happened? Seems that you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Oh, okay. I thought it was like right in the car. The Velvet Room.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere. Me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Junes?
Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him. Huh.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
That Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... Is there another, like, dialogue? This is the 4th. Let's see. Oh.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
I want to hear you put it like that. Sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
Something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Oh, that's...
Her alibi? Wasn't it airtight right from the beginning? How could she kidnap people and throw them into TVs if she's out of the country?
Namatome's diary?
But that points straight at Namatame. Come on, man! So you're saying Mitsuo did it? Dude, if Mitsuo was the original killer, why the hell did he do such a half-assed job of copying himself later? Come on, we all agreed that his confession was a fake. He didn't do all that stuff. You gotta think things through before you open... Morning letter? Oh yeah! Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatome's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
First warning letter said, don't rescue anymore. Said, if you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, don't rescue or kill?
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like, I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame didn't write it?
Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
We all work together to take another step toward the truth. This is getting really interesting.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful.
I wonder if that's Nolan North. It just sounds so much like
I knew
him.
they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow!
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object. so he won't be gone long.
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you.
What's wrong with him?
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case, and to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are, but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
It seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him?
Huh? Me?
What should you ask him?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
What should you ask him? Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about? I have no idea. I want to know that too.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first, but now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story? All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV.
Same way happened with our character.
I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead, and not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
He's casting his eyes downward painfully. Oh, so that explains everything.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
So the delivery package was a family business.
After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi.
She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it?
Oh, that really was nuts.
The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
Oh dear God. That's pretty much insanity right there.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
Finally, he realizes it.
I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this. I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime, and on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
You've taken another step toward the truth. Oh, we might be able to get to level 10 at the end.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Like I said, he sounds so much like Nolan North. That's so weird.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Yeah, tomorrow you'll all be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? Decide to go home early today and get some rest. So apparently Namatame has finally understood what's going on because we told him everything, and he might understand now since when he didn't even realize what was going on. He thought it was Shelter. The TV world was the Shelter. Is not what he thought. But with our knowledge of the TV world, he now understands that he was the one putting people in danger. Monday 5th. Today is the day the school was founded, so you have the day off from school. You need to investigate the town. Can I check the calendar? Ah! Hello. That incident last spring? I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? I'd almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, I must be getting old, huh? There you are. What is it? What are you talking about? You explained about the incident involving Saki and Yamano, the female announcer. Did all that happen just last spring? Wow, it seems so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyway? Wow. Man, this fog, it makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. I wonder if we could really find any new clues about the killer. No use whining about it now. Let's step up the search and get that info. This fog has got to be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I heard it was? Junes. Yeah, that's right, Junes. The country of Junes is staging an all-out attack on Inaba. Seriously? Dude, that guy's nuts. But he's not wrong when he says the fog is coming from Junes. It's inside the TV, though. Information on what happened before we entered the TV world. You know about that first murder? I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around and gather as much information as we can. I'll see you later. I tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What with the fog and all. Guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but it kind of hurt. Damn fog, hurry up and go away. Can I go in here? Buying some items? I thought I might be able to get some new items or something. Hey, listen to this. Rosette came in and spoke to me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I asked her for her autograph and what type of guy she's into. Anyway, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. Apparently he's not. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Are you done asking questions? Good. Now go away. I'm very busy talking to Rosette right now. I've been asking around about Teddy too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. They're all like, oh yeah, that guy in the bear suit from Junes. But nobody has seen him yesterday or today. He's loved by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone? Yeah, I'm wondering that myself. Even if someone's been killed, everyone just forgets it so easily. But rumors they hear from friends and TV get remembered for a long time. Why is that? It's been a while since the first two incidents. Do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? Good point. Since all I hear from everyone is poison, poison, I've gotten kind of freaked out too. I wonder where I could buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. Don't go that far. Oh jeez, this freak. It's me. Do you recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm going to watch TV when I go home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. I hate it. It's so depressing. Do you have a question? Oh, come on. Don't make me even more depressed. They said on the news that the suspect has been caught. So that whole thing is over now, right? What else is there? Ass. You gotta be careful when taking your motorcycle out on a foggy day. I wish whoever honked at me when I slowed down more than usual understood that. He yelled at me for going too slow. What's so wrong with following the speed limit? Wait, or was I at fault there? Let's see about any other places we might ask questions. The floodplains. The fog isn't clearing up, is it? Isn't that just a little strange? My wife is all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. By the way, do you need anything? I'm sorry. All I remember is that something happened. I know it was pretty shocking, but what can I say? A lot of time's passed. Oh, you feel like decades have gone. Do you need something? Now that you mention it, the town was all abuzz last spring. You remember that, don't you? Yeah, but do you remember it, old man? We'll have... There is a lot of trash around here. Maybe I could go to the Jeunesse department, see if there's anybody there. Can I help you? Yeah, the incident last spring? I don't remember anything from that long ago. I'm going to be studying for college entrance exams next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. Wow, lady, you're a horrible person. Go, I don't know, go somewhere else. Go outside. First, we should retrace our steps. That would be the simplest way. Saki Konishi and Mayumi Yamano. There should be a commonality between the two. Surely there were some witnesses. This scrap of data could be useful, no matter how small. Really? Oh. Sharp shovel? Let me check that. Nothing. Alright, so nothing so far. Let's try the Dojima residence, see if there's anybody around. Well, hey there, you need some seedlings for your garden? Oh, never mind. In the end, my mother-in-law wouldn't eat anything I cooked, and the fog never cleared up either. I guess I'll stop going to my mother-in-law's house after all. Okay, am I missing something? Let me try this central shopping district. I haven't checked everything from there. Let's try in here. Let's try the shrine, because we haven't done that. I know everything about bugs. My teacher said to go home quickly because of the fog. It's nice to have not to have the girls chasing me around, but it's boring because I can't play soccer now. Oh boy. Is there anything else? Am I doing something wrong? What am I doing wrong? Let's try this place. Nope. Nothing. We've tried everywhere. Wow, the fog has reached over here. Everyone's in lovey-dovey mode. Well, I've got a news flash for that. The cinema is not your makeout spot. Oh, it's Christmas this month. No wonder our butcher shop is busy. Christmas, huh? Oh, can we help you with something? The incident that occurred in Inaba in spring. The thing in Inaba? I think I heard about it. Oh yeah, I think I saw it on the news. Or did I? Inaba, huh? I hear the steaks are good in Inaba. Well, they're useless. Hey, will you do me a favor? I'm doing a taste test and I want some honest feedback from young people like you. Eat the green one. A harsh cabbage flavor is fighting for dominance over the sweet red bean. You gave the man your feedback. Once I do, I'll take it to my company. You asked about the incident that occurred in. You asked about the incident that occurred in Inaba last spring. The incident in spring? Oh, I think there was a report like that on the news. I don't remember much, though. Sorry if that wasn't very helpful. Yeah, no problem. I wonder if the reason for this fog is the decrease in the ocean's temperature. In that case, I have to let him go soon. Laney, you're good. Don't be an idiot. They'll be alright without me. Someone better will come along. Is there something you wanted to ask me? Occurring about last spring. An incident in spring? Did something happen then? I'm sorry, I don't remember. You'll have to ask someone else. Oh boy. So no one remembers. But no one is around. Is the officer on patrol? The fog is pretty thick. Be careful on that bike, okay? Yeah, the fog, it's dangerous. Be careful. Yeah, I know it, but I just saw it on the news. Did the victim's ghosts appear or something? Hey, don't be rude. Sorry, we didn't know anything. Maybe ask someone else. This guy just walked into this area like nothing. Wow. I never heard anything about like that. Maybe I saw it on the news. If I did, it was a long time ago. I don't remember it. Oh boy. Alright, sir, can you move? Okay, so where am I gonna go? Maybe ask this other girl? Apparently not. Oh, I can ask people with requests, actually. Yeah. That's not about moving it. Well, do you like strange things? Makes sense. When you're really interested in something, it's hard to ignore. The other day, I saw a movie about oop arts. What? I didn't know what they were, so I did some research, but I still didn't get it. If you know anyone who knows a lot about them, could you ask about it for me? Okay. Game is only $100 per try. We have limited prizes in stock. I remember seeing that on the news. I can't recall much about it, though. Just anyone who looks like they're killing time. You don't have to give them to anyone who looks like they're walking somewhere. Jesus. What about the people over here? Was it this lady? Come on. This isn't even what he said. It didn't stick in my mind. I just remember something like that happening. That's all. I wonder why I love seeing a man in a nice suit so much. You know, like something you might wear at a wedding. Apparently she doesn't get anything. Alright, so apparently there's no one here that knows anything. We should ask people with the requests in town. Get out of here, bird. Alright, so we should try everyone, even if they have a request. So that's what we should do. Oh, you have a question for me? A little while ago, they said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. How horrible, it really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there were no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. There's anyone like that in this town. I don't even know you. You're that kid who's staying at Dojima-kun's house. Doesn't show any sign of stopping. How will you do? If there was anyone suspicious, there would be rumors going around all over. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that. So I'd say there's no such person. Well, sir, you're an idiot. Apparently, nope. No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people except for you, who's interrupting my conversation with Zetz. Yep, he's definitely an ass, and about to cheat on his wife. Nope. No, I don't think I've seen any. I mean, this is a pretty small town. When you say if I had, I'm pretty sure I remember. Come on. Nothing? Let me try someone at Junes. Her friend was saying she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? Okay, so she said the shopping district, so that might be good. So let's see what we can find. remember Saki Konishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl, it's just that people misunderstood her. To the time when Namatame tried to warn Saki. It seems the thing about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. Oh boy. Maybe I should just ask someone else. Maybe someone in the floodplains knows something. Oops, wrong one. Whoopsies. Hello, sir. Sure, why not? Jeez, this guy's not gonna... So apparently not everyone. Come on. Nope. We've had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone was particularly suspicious. Of course. I don't know. On the contrary, that if there was anybody strange walking around, everyone would know about it very quick. Let's try the riverbank. Nope. Dojima residence, probably. Come on, there's got to be something. Apparently, I'm not having so much good luck with these. Maybe someone in Okina City. Alright. Let's try asking about it. Huh. There's no one to talk to about it. Unless I actually did not think of this. There's nothing. I've already talked to her friend. Step up the search. Okay. Seems the thing about Namatame was making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. Man, I am trying to get everyone, but... Oh, wait a minute. What, can I talk to the store owners? Apparently not. I'm getting nothing. Wait a minute, I haven't asked the kids about something in the shrine. Man. How am I going to get some new information? I was worrying about the town really tires me out. At times like this, a sauna would be nice. Yeah, saunas are great. You can't get cold. The problem is, I can't get my hands on any. Are there any kind of young people who bring cold to an old man? Oh boy. What do I do? Man, this is like really tough. I don't know what to do. Should I talk to them? Oh. Something is different. Mari is nowhere to be found. There's another piece of paper on the floor. Something is written on it in horrible script as if someone wrote it with their offhand.
Release yourself! Release yourself! From desire, from impulse. Logic and rationales are excuses for the weak.
Jeez.
Release yourself! Your heart's voice, your internal scream. In exchange for a lost voice, grab hold of your proof of life. Never let it go!
This is kind of weird.
What is this?
What is happening to me? Why is this here? I put that in my pocket. It doesn't make any sense. It's got to be... Hey, don't read that. You can consider it scumbag. Why would you read my heart's voice? No. It's not my heart's voice. Hush now, Mari. If you need to release your impulses, please do it somewhere else.
Huh?
She's never gonna let that go. Mari turns to her seat, quivering with either rage or embarrassment. What the hell? Just making sure I register all these personas. Okay. Let me try Loki. I want to try that one. Nope. Nope. What if I do a search? Yes! Loki. Okay. Oh. I hate those things. I'm gonna get this. I'll go with this. Loki. I guess I'm going to be troubling you for the time being. Full social link infuses Loki with power. Ooh. An ice amp. Ooh. Sustained critical damage. What? Yeah, I'll do that. High counter. So we'll just do this then. Damage from fire attacks. I guess I'll do that. Okay, now I need the trumpeter back. And Goryu. Ooh. There's that noise again. I still don't know what to do. Well, let me take a look and see if there's... Oh. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're kidding me. How am I gonna find... I'm really confused now. This is not even helping. The final lesson? Get the hell out of here. There's always a gnat. Food fight! What am I gonna do? Seriously, there's just nothing. Oh boy. I don't even know what to do. This is just so hard. I don't even know what to do. What to do. It's so hard to think. Maybe I didn't ask everyone about the suspicious person. Or maybe I did, I'm not sure. It's just... Oh boy. You need to get information, you would walk around town and talk to more people. I don't know who to talk to. This is so hard. How is it this hard? I don't know what to do. Oh boy. Nobody's helping. Maybe if I actually, you know... Man, this is really hard. There's got to be something. There's nothing. How is there nothing? Oh boy. Unless... Wait a minute. Guess I won't find any more information on any suspicious person. That's fair. I need to ask someone something, but I don't know how I'm going to get it out of them. The group. Oh. Of course. Chinese diner Aya. You met up with your friends after you finished gathering information. So we had to do all of that for nothing.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
Oh,
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered. I do love a miso soup.
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
You spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Just sitting here won't help you think any better. Just had to go outside to get some new fresh air. Who could it be?
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
It must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
Go over everything you know one more time. Culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Misaki Kunishi, and judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also knew what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? Our idea about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Kunishi either, despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation. There must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... Wow. No, they wouldn't even do that. Dojima wouldn't even do anything like that. No, these are... Wait a minute. Huh. Wait a minute. I think I might know something. It's just a weird hunch. What if it was someone inside the police force? That way they don't arouse suspicion. So it's gotta be... No. Not those. So it's gotta be... I know Ryotaro Dojima wouldn't do anything, since he's had so much... Could it be? Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. There's no exact reason to... Oops. Police movements from Adachi as well. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. However... Should you tell your friends about your suspicions about Adachi being the culprit? You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Peculiarities have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Dachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Things are moving quickly now. I feel like you are getting closer to the truth. So it really is him. I've had a lot of suspicions, but that was just to put everything together.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid.
We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
You should question Adachi.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
Should question Adachi.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well,
You need to question Adachi about... Oh.
Warning letter? The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous! We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in!
What did you just say?
Put them all in? What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow. Then that settles it. How, I wonder? Would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy!
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi! Ah, damn it! Adachi!
He really needs to get it to his head that he needs to heal. Namatame's hospital room. Adachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way!
Damn it! Where the hell did he go? Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would, but could he have...
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Junes like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
Jeez. Extremely suspicious Detective Adachi. You've taken another step closer to the truth. And we are ranking up that so much faster. We split up for today and you all went back home. so much rest. Teddy? It seems that you've come to the Velvet Room in your dreams again, but something is different this time. You don't see Igor, Margaret, or Mari. Teddy's sitting here, not noticing your presence.
Where am I? Sensei? Why are you here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I see. How mysterious. There are so many things I don't know about. But I did realize something. I've been thinking all this time about who I really am. But I couldn't find the answer. I was no one from the start. Humans live in the other world, and shadows live in this world. From the beginning, that's all there was to it. I was just a shadow in that world.
Everyone's worried.
You're always so kind, Sensei. I figured something out. That day at the hospital, I realized that I really can't do anything. As soon as I thought that, I lost consciousness. Then when I woke up, I was inside the fog. Shadows can't stay in the human world. They aren't allowed. I walked and walked, but there was nothing all around me. Just when I started thinking that I couldn't go anywhere, I heard the noise of a car. And then I was here. I remember lots of things now. My world is a place shaped by human thoughts. One day, a shadow living in that world awakened to human emotions. But humans and shadows are completely different entities. So he made himself forget that he was a shadow. He wanted to forget. He wanted people to like him. And that's how he came to look like this. I really am stupid. What the other Teddy said before, in the end, it was all true. No matter how much I search for myself, I have no self. There was no me to begin with. I'm just a shadow that took a different form so humans would like me. It would have been better if I had never remembered, but I did. I'll probably turn back to a regular shadow soon. Oh yeah, Sensei, one day, when you meet Nana-chan in heaven, apologize for me. Tell her, I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. Tell her, I'm really sorry. Huh? Really?
Okay, Nanako came through.
Nana-chan's. Wow, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. Glad that I could at least hear that. My heart feels so much lighter now. I'm starting to feel sleepy. What a strange place. It feels so soothing. It's not like my world. Something just feels so nostalgic about this place.
Were you created
Could
here?
this be your dream world, Sensei? Uh-huh. But I wonder why I met you here. What am I supposed to do now? But I don't know what to look for or how to find it. No matter how hard I think, there's too many things my little brain can't understand. But I do understand one thing now. I'm glad that I met you, Sensei.
You can sense Teddy's pure and deep gratitude. That's right. persona. Bestow upon the ability to create hello? Okay. Start social link. You can now fuse Hellel, the light barrier. Today's growth of heart is affected as a persona as well. Ho 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 ho.
But I have to get going. This is your place. It doesn't seem like somewhere that I'd be allowed to stay. Goodbye, Sensei.
What the? Before you know it, Teddy is gone, and Igor, Margaret, and Mari are sitting there once again. Were they listening?
It seems the words in your memory weren't the only things you summoned here. This is a room for guests who have an ego that can be nurtured. Shadows, mere fragments broken off from the ego, have no place here. The water's strength has moved a single stone that had stopped, returning it once again into the flow. Very interesting.
Igor has a meaningful smile on his face.
Well now, it's about time we departed once again. This vehicle is still on its journey. There is no reason to tarry here for long. Margaret?
We're ready to go. Let us depart.
You are every inch the guest I had anticipated. Now, it's time for you to return. I am even more intrigued now as to where this is all headed.
We'll be waiting for your next visit.
I see. Junes Electronics Department.
How did it go? Did you find Teddy?
No, and no one's seen him either.
Ugh, that annoying little furball. Just when we're at a turning point in the case, too.
We have no choice. Let's pursue Adachi for now.
Whoa. Look how dense this fog is. It's gotten even worse than before.
What the? There's this malicious aura everywhere. It feels completely different from the last time I was here. I think we'd better hurry. Give me a sec to try finding Adachi.
Does this mean both this world and ours are getting messed up?
Our glasses work on the fog on the other side. It can't be normal. And I heard more people are falling ill because of the fog. I wonder what's going to happen.
I sense him. Adachi's definitely in here.
Are you serious? Which way?
Hold on.
So he did come to this side. Well, that settles it. There's virtually no doubt remaining that he's the true culprit. Once we capture him, solving the mystery of this world and the rest of the case can't be far behind.
Then maybe we'll find out where Teddy came from, too. Man, where is that bear anyway?
Well, I can say for sure he's not here. And I know Adachi is here, but I can't track him down myself. Gee, Ted, why aren't you here when we need you most?
This place. I see. I came back, but it really doesn't matter. I'm completely useless. Nana-chan, I'm so sorry.
Teddy? It is you, Teddy. you said, hang in there. I heard my big bro and everyone else too.
Nana-chan! Oh, hold on! I'll get the doctor!
It seems she's asleep again.
Nana-chan told me that she heard my voice. She heard me say, hang in there.
It could be that her frankly miraculous recovery was because everyone's voices reached her. Even unconscious, people are capable of hearing others' voices.
My voice. And theirs too. Everyone.
In any case, there are too many things we don't understand about her condition and what caused it. We're doing our best, but it's difficult when everything about her illness is a total unknown.
Unknown?
Well, if anything happens, please send for me.
If I'm an unknown being, then the way I can change is unknown too. So all I have to do is make them not unknown. Nana-chan's doing her best. Sensei and the others are probably fighting now too. I'm just a shadow. But Nana-chan cheered up when she heard my voice. So what if I'm just a shadow? There must be something I can do. I can't just give up thinking about things. That's why I came back here. Right, Nana-chan?
His strong will that allowed him to accept and overcome his weakness has awakened his heart's true power. Teddy's persona has been reborn. Kintoki Duji has transfigured in Kamui.
Right. I need to get back to the others. Hang in there, Nana-chan. I'll be back soon.
So finally he's joining back.
It's no use. I can only tell that Adachi is here, not his exact location.
Rise-chan!
If only Teddy was with us.
Didn't he say his nose is practically useless now? And could he even help us find that bastard?
Nope. He'd be no help at all, but he was always there to support me whenever.
That bear's a loudmouth, but he's nice to have around. He's always so full of energy.
He's lighthearted and always optimistic.
I'm alright. I just got a little dizzy. The fog's so dense. It's hard to see through it.
Why don't we call it a day? It won't do us any good if you collapse.
I agree. If Rise-san became fatigued, even if we found Adachi, our capacity in battle would be reduced. Moreover, it's almost nighttime. We should return to our world for the present.
Damn it! We came so far to run smack into a dead end!
I know he's in there too. What's wrong with me? My powers are completely useless. Teddy?
You little... Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry.
You idiot! Bad bear! Bad! You're so late! Who do you think you are?
Rise-chan? Are you faking?
No, stupid!
Sorry. I want to help you all again.
You know how much trouble you caused, you dumb bear? Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry. I figured out a lot of things. Stuff about me and that world. I wanted to tell you all.
You listen to Teddy's confession since he finally understands who he really is. That he was only a shadow, and though he was at his wit's end, he was able to come back to your world.
A shadow? You mean you're one of those things we've been fighting?
Yup. Just like the ones you all know about. Shadows are suppressed human thoughts given form. Everyone has them inside.
Wait, you say you're a shadow, but you didn't attack us. And you kept telling us from the start that you wanted to bring peace and quiet back to that world, right?
But in the end, I was just an ordinary shadow. Nothing special about me at all. I did everything I could until now to try and make my world peaceful. But instead, the weird fog started seeping out into this world, too. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If I really was special, then maybe...
It's no big deal. I mean, we weren't expecting much from you in the first place. And about you being a shadow, we pretty much figured you were something like that anyway.
Huh? What are you saying? Here I am pouring my heart out to you, and you say you thought I was something like that anyways? No normal person would think such a pretty bear could really be a shadow!
So what's the problem with being a shadow?
It's true that you may have been born that way, but you now possess the power of persona. A shadow is suppressed power. Once controlled by the ego, it becomes a persona. Doesn't it follow, then, that you must have developed an ego? Whether the ego masters its shadow, or the shadow awakens to its ego. The only difference I see is the order in which the process occurred.
Oh, Teddy's practically human then!
I'm the same as humans?
You keep trying to figure out who you are, just like all of us here. You can't do much on your own. You really aren't that special. See? What's so different between you and us?
Oh boy.
Thank you! I'm so glad I met you guys!
The rest of us were pretty much a group of misfits to begin with, too, right? You fit right in, man.
I beg your pardon? Who are you calling a misfit?
Isn't that just you, Senpai?
Hey, that's not something a detective would say. Or an idol, either. Gee, stop crying, will ya? Now's not the time for that. While you were gone, we figured out who murdered the announcer and Senpai. It was Adachi.
Huh? Adachi? That total goofball? Whoa! I didn't notice at all. Looks like I'm pretty blind to that sort of thing. But you all know him. If you can't find someone like that, I don't think I can help you.
Like I said, we're not expecting much from you.
Well, the main thing is, it's hard to get pumped about this without someone nice and fuzzy around.
Yeah, what Kanji said.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right, now that the band's back together, let's take it from the top. Starting tomorrow.
It's been a while, but I'll do my best to look for him too. Leave it to Fuzzy.
You take another step toward the truth. I wonder what persona I will get for the Judgment Arcana. Since you'll start fresh again tomorrow, each of you decided to go home for today. What? Giants of P Part 2 is updated. Oh. Well, that wraps it up for today. This is amazing. I am going to stop right here. I'll be doing some more probably tomorrow. Who knows? But maybe I could do it another one at in about a couple hours from here. But I am really excited to play more of this. So it's glad that we got everyone back together. We're actually on the hunt for Adachi. Oh, this is going to be awesome. But I'm really excited to look forward to the battles, the area that we're going to find Adachi in, and anything else. And apart from that, that's all the time I have for this stream. There'll be one more today. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, click that like button, comment down below what was your favorite, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to see more, if you do that, you'll get notified when the live streams go live. And also share this with friends and family, see if they like this as well, along with following me on Twitter and Instagram just to keep updated with any posts of delays or rescheduling and anything else. Apart from that, take care, everyone. As always, I'll see you guys